Alright, so we do have our template loaded up here now. Let's make changes to the text we have on this template here. So first of all, let's delete our old text here. So maybe we want to adjust this portion here, join us on. So maybe if we want to change that, so basically you just left click, highlight and delete the text. You hit delete and you can type in some new text. So I'm just going to hit enter now. So I'm just going to type maybe something like everyone welcome. Everyone welcome. Okay, so that's how you adjust our text options there. So maybe I'll change the date as well. So Monday, let's call it say Saturday. Make it on a weekend, shall we? Saturday, June the 19th. Okay, so make it a bit later, say 6 p.m. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty happy with the text up after that. For the celebration of Oliver's 3rd birthday. So let's change this to maybe Oliver's 15th birthday, shall we? Let's change this to maybe Jack's 15th. Okay, so I've changed some text there now. Again, you're free to change it to whatever you'd like. I just gave you an example of changing text. Okay, so now we're going to go into inserting our own words. So changing our font color and face options now. So let's start with our font color, shall we? So up here, let's just change the say everyone welcome on. So again, to change that, let's left click and highlight it. So everyone welcome on. So left click and drag from beginning of E to the beginning of end of on. So we can adjust our font color. So bring the mouse up to here, these options here. Then where it says here, the A. So this is our font color. We just click our little drop down box here. And then we are presented with lots of options. So basically you just hover over each option. As you can see on the bottom, it does change. Okay, so looking at the options, I'm going to pick something like a dark blue. As you can see there, it's a nice contrast. Bear in mind we do have a light background here, so it's good to use something dark so that it can have a better contrast, and you can see it is a lot more readable. Okay, so we changed to dark blue, and let's change some other text maybe. So the same thing, so Saturday, June the 19th at 6 p.m. So I can left click and highlight that text, just these two lines. Again, go back up here. We have our text font color again. So again, drop down box. Okay, let's pick something else here and now again. Right, so I'm going to choose this one, lavender. So just left click that, and there we go. We have changed our text font color. Right, so I also want to change the text color, the bottom bit, so there will be. So I'm going to left click and drag that again, and let's pick a color. So again up here, drop down box, and let's have a look around again. So let's make it a dark blue again, maybe slightly off shade, somewhere there. So blue-gray accent there. So there we go. We have a couple colors, some blue, some slight lavender, green, and blue again. Again, you're free to choose which color you like to pick for your text. Now let's change our font face. So I'll just keep it nice and simple. I'll just adjust the top half. So left click and drag that. And then let's adjust our fonts. So up here we do have our font type, so Arial bold body. That's where it currently is. let's click our drop down box, and then we are presented with our many text options here. Alright, so here we have a drop down box. Now, as you can see, it does change our font there. So let's just click and highlight all that again. Right, then click our drop down box, then we have our font options. So we can basically scroll down. So this is for a kid's birthday. Let's get something looks like it's nice for kids. Maybe something like this. Let's see. So something like that, that's okay. So Adobe Gothic STDB. So I'm just going to left click that. There we go, and our font face is changed. And now as you can see, the bottom bit has been cut off. Also bring. So let's increase the size of our text box. We just bring the mouse to this little box here. Left click and drag it. And there you go. It becomes bigger, and we can see all our text. So I've just adjusted our font face for the whole text. It's up to you on which sections you do want to adjust. Basically, you just left click and drag, and then you can actually change bits of it. I'll just quickly show that. So I'll just change it just for this part. Again, at the top, font face, we click our drop down box here. Then let's just pick a different font so you can see the difference. Okay, I'll do R Blanca so you can see the difference. It's a nice funky font there. And then yeah, so that top bit is different font. As you can see, this other portion here is another font again. Now let's adjust our options for our text size. So the emphasis is on, say, Jack's 15th birthday. Let's just backspace that. Okay, let's click that and drag. So I'm just going to type that again because it looks kind of funny there. So Jack's 15th birthday. Okay, so you can see the alignment is a bit funny to the left. So to adjust that, we just go up here and click alignment. Then it aligns it to the right. There we go. Alright, so it appears the apostrophe, the gap, is just part of the font. So I don't like that. So again, we can easily change our font. Again, let's just left click and drag that just for that portion. Again, at the top here, let's just click our drop down box again and just pick a different font. So I'm just going to randomly somewhere else here. There, Jack's 15th birthday. That looks actually quite cool. So Jill Sands Ultra Bold. Left click that, and there we go. So let's bring some emphasis to that text there. Left click that and drag. And now for our font size, let's go here. So we have 18, this big A and this little a. So to make easy adjustments, let's just make this bigger. So left click this one and grow font. So left click that, maybe 2 fonts bigger. So to 22, that's our font size there. You can also change it specifically, the font size. Just click this drop down box, and then you can pick a number specifically to you. And then again, you can see it changing on the right there. So it's at 22. Now I want to give emphasis to my top portion here, so everyone welcome on. So let's just click that one and click that. So select the first line, and again our font size here. So let's click that. Okay, I don't like the on hanging, so I'll just make it like that. There you go. Now because the on here, I would like to make a bit bigger. I'm just going to make this text box a bit bigger so we can fit this text as well as make it bigger. So with the mouse, we'll just go to here, this little box here. As you can see, you get a white arrow here on both sides. we just left click that, and drag it, and that makes our text box bigger. Obviously the 4 goes out of reach there, so I'm just gonna adjust that. There we go. The 4 is back there. Okay, so we will make this bigger again. Left click and drag. Again, we're gonna go to the top here, font size. So let's make it bigger. And there we go. So it's a bit bigger. We have nice emphasis on our heading there. So again, the text does get clipped here. So I'm just gonna increase the size again. So at the top portion now here, I have a little bit of gap. So with the mouse, just left click and drag that up slightly. And there we go. Our text now fits. Now I realize the border, the text up here, is just a bit squished. So I'll just make a quick adjustment. I'm just gonna left click my text here. Happy birthday, Oliver. So we're just gonna hold shift now. So we click Oliver here. Then we're just gonna hold shift and then click this portion in the T. So that selects both texts there, and then again hold shift again and click on this portion of Y, and then we have our 3 text words here selected. So I'm just going to move it up. Either hit up on the keyboard, or you can just click and drag with a mouse anywhere you want that. As you can see, it moved down, so I'm just going to move it back up again. Oops. So if you do make a mistake, simple, hit Ctrl Z on your keyboard and it brings it back. So yeah, no need to panic there. Again, we simply left click O, B, and the H. When you move this, make sure you do move it from one of the points in the text itself. So say from the O, directly on the O, and then we move it. So move it back up. And there we go. So layout's a bit better there. I'm just going to move it just basically with the keyboard keys. So I hit down. Basically I'm just constantly hitting down or up, and you can basically nudge it. There we go, so it's a bit neater in layout. And I'm going to move this. So we just left click in here to move this. So basically with a mouse, bring it to the edge here. As you can see, these 4 black arrows. We just left click that once, and then we can nudge it up. So I just did a bit of layout there, I just show you there. Now let's adjust our additional options for this text box. So we're going to create a nice border, give it some design options. Alright, so let's add a border and some nice background. First of all, we make sure this text box is selected. This is the one we want to adjust. So just left click, and then we get our boxes, or our circle and box. So make sure these do appear. Let's make sure we are adjusting this text box and only this text box. So let's adjust our options. So some design styles. So at the top here we do get text box tools. We hit format, left click that, and then we get our various options here. So we get a quick preview there. They're called our text box styles. As you can see, as I do move across each one, it does move, and we get more options as well. We just click this little box here for more. So left click that, and voila, we have a lot of options here. So you're free to choose which one you want. Basically you just hover over each option as I'm doing now, and I do get a preview of what it looks like. So let's just pick one now. Say so bring a boy for Oliver. Let's pick something, say blue, something like this. So we have here colored outline accent 6. So let's just left click that. So it gives a nice definition to our text box. So you can see it does look a lot nicer. It brings out this text that we have here and just really looks cooler. Again, it's up to you if you would like to change the option as well. So basically just go back up and there you go, it still changes. If you do change your mind, again you hover over each option, and yeah, you can still change it. If you don't want to change it, you just want to have a look again, you just simply click outside here, left click, and then you're still left with the same option. So it's completely up to you.